Welcome back to Digital Startup Lifestyle, where we cut through the hype to bring you entrepreneurial reality. I'm Mark, one of the online magazine editors and sometimes your host, and today we need to have an honest conversation about AI tools and the dangerous mystique surrounding them. If you've been treating ChatGPT like some kind of technological messiah, this episode is going to save you from looking like every other star-struck entrepreneur who just discovered the internet. Here's what happened. I recently watched a successful, intelligent entrepreneur, someone I've known for decades, get completely mesmerized by AI chatbots. He was posting about them like he'd discovered fire, philosophizing about their transcendental significance, basically turning into that person who forwards every viral video they see. It was painful to watch, because this is exactly how entrepreneurs lose credibility with the next generation. While he's marveling at technology that's been evolving for 25 years, Gen Z is rolling their eyes thinking, "This guy is so out of touch." Don't be that guy. Let's talk about some of the reality behind the magic. Let me break down what AI actually is, stripped of all the marketing mystique. AI is data mining plus search engines plus pattern recognition plus a cleaner user interface. That's it. The underlying technology, web crawlers, meta searches, data compilation, algorithmic analysis, has been with us for decades. Your smartphone has been using versions of this technology every day. Predictive text, voice assistants, recommendation algorithms, none of this is new. What's new is the conversational interface that makes it feel like you're talking to a really smart research assistant instead of typing keywords into a search box. How about the screwdriver principle? Think of AI like a power screwdriver. It's definitely better than the manual screwdriver your grandfather used. It's faster, more efficient, reduces fatigue, and it helps you get work done quicker. But you wouldn't build a shrine to your power drill, would you? You wouldn't meditate on the spiritual significance of your circular saw or philosophize about the transcendental nature of your impact wrench. They're tools, really good tools, but still just tools designed to help you accomplish specific tasks more efficiently. There's a generational perspective at work here. And here's what many entrepreneurs don't realize. When you act amazed by AI, you're broadcasting to younger generations that you haven't been paying attention. Gen Z and younger millennials grew up with search algorithms that predicted what they wanted, social media feeds that learned their preferences, streaming services that recommended content, voice assistants that understood natural language, predictive text that finished their sentences. To them, conversational AI isn't revolutionary, it's evolutionary. It's the next logical step in technology they've been using their entire lives. When you post about AI like it's magic, they think this person just discovered something we've been expecting for years. How out of touch are they? So, the strategic approach is this. Smart entrepreneurs don't get wowed by tools, they get strategic about them. Instead of asking, "Isn't this amazing?" ask, "Which specific problems does this solve for my business? How can this improve my existing workflows? What tasks can I delegate to this tool so I can focus on higher value activities? How does this help me serve my customers better?" Now, for example, I use AI tools for first draft content generation, and then I edit and refine, research compilation that I verify and expand upon, brainstorming sessions that I filter through my expertise, routine communication templates that I customize for specific situations. Notice the pattern? I'm using the AI tools to amplify my existing capabilities, not replace my thinking or decision making. So this mystique trap, this is the biggest mistake I see entrepreneurs making, and it is ascribing philosophical or spiritual significance to what is fundamentally a sophisticated data processing system. AI doesn't have consciousness, wisdom, or transcendental insights. It identifies patterns in data and represents them in conversational formats. It's incredibly useful for that purpose, but let's not confuse utility with profundity. When entrepreneurs start talking about AI like it's a guru or an oracle, they reveal that they don't understand the technology they're using. And if you don't understand your tools, you can't use them strategically. So the practical framework is this. And here's how to think about any new technology. First, what specific problem does it solve? Second, how does it integrate with my existing systems? Third, what are the limitations I need to work around? And fourth, how do I maintain control over the final output? Now, notice what's missing? There's no step for being impressed or amazed. Tools aren't there to wow you. They're there to work for you. The warning signs that you're falling into the mystique trap if you find yourself posting about how revolutionary AI is instead of how you're using it, treating AI outputs as gospel instead of starting points for your own thinking, talking about AI's intelligence instead of its processing capabilities, spending more time discussing AI than actually using it productively. Remember, the entrepreneurs who succeed with new technology are rarely the ones making the most noise about it. They're too busy using it to get work done. Staying relevant without looking desperate. Okay, you can stay current with technology without looking like you just fell off the turnip truck. Learn quietly. Experiment with tools privately before discussing them publicly. Focus on results. Talk about what you accomplished, not what impressed you. Maintain perspective. Remember that every revolutionary tool builds on previous innovations. Stay strategic and use technology to serve your goals. Don't let technology set your goals. Be knowledgeable, not naive. Inarguably, AI tools are genuinely useful. They can save time, generate ideas, and handle routine tasks. Use them strategically and they'll enhance your entrepreneurial capabilities. But the moment you start treating them like mystical entities or transcendental experiences, you've stopped being an entrepreneur and started being a consumer of tech hype. Your job is to build businesses that create value for real people with real problems. Use whatever tools help you do that better, but don't confuse the tools with the mission. Stay strategic, stay grounded, and remember, you're the entrepreneur. The tools work for you, not the other way around. Well, that's all for now, lifestylers. Keep using technology strategically, keep your perspective grounded in reality, and keep climbing those stairs with tools that actually help you get there on your upward arc even faster. Until next time, stay practical, stay current, stay focused on what actually matters, building something that makes the world better. Stay interesting, my friends. For more in-depth coverage of AI's bearing on your entrepreneurial productivity, read my full-length article at digitalstartuplifestyle.com.